Here.
You have a quorum present.
Next item.
B, chairs remarks.
I have none for the committee. Thank you.
C, approval of the November 9th, 2022 meeting minutes.
Can I get a motion? Support? Been moved and supported. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Ayes have it. Next item.
D, unfinished business. There is none listed.
Okay, next item.
Item 1, under new business, forwarding a copy of a letter from Plan Moran PLLC, the county's independent external auditor, regarding its annual audit of the county's fiscal year ended September 30th, 2022, financial statements and required communications.
And can we take 1 and 2 together? I'd like to welcome our Auditor General, Ms. Cora, and her staff and her guest. Please proceed, Ms. Cora.
I'm Marcy Cora, Auditor General. I'm actually here by myself today unless somebody from M&B is online. But what you have before you today, this is a letter that is required by government auditing standards that the external auditors have to communicate certain information to the Wayne County Commission and the county executive regarding their annual audit. The letter is dated October 20th and it is from Plan Moran, the external auditor. Just a little bit about the letter. It's an important aspect of planning for the audit is communication with those that are responsible for overseeing and the strategic direction of the county and obligations related to accountability at Wayne County. At Wayne County, those responsible are the Wayne County Commission, the Committee on Audit, and the county executive. As part of Plan Moran's communication process, they did sit down and meet with during the planning stages of the audit with the chair of the commission, the chair of the Committee on Audit, and the county executive. This is just a standard letter that's submitted each year as they begin the audit. Is there any questions on the communication?
Questions? Any comments from commissioners?
Now I'll move into status of the current audit. As we established at the last presentation of the fiscal year 2021 annual audit, we said we were going to set up a task force to address the findings in that audit. We did establish the task force. I'm glad to say that we had representatives from the Department of Management and Budget, Treasurer's Office, Department of DPS Environment, Sheriff's Office, and Economic Development. We set up monthly meetings for the task force where we went through each of the findings that was in the fiscal year 21 audit and trying to determine the status of where we are with addressing those recommendations. I just received a status report from the Department of M&B that they have to permit the status of those findings to Plan Moran each year. And based on what is listed in this report that I just received today, of the 13 recommendations, 1 is no longer applicable, 8 were addressed, and 3 are still not corrected. But I think now the Plan Moran will have to determine based on their analysis of the work done, whether they are indeed corrected, but M&B do believe they're corrected of the 8 of them. But I do have some concerns regarding the current audit. We started our external audit meetings last Thursday. Mark Abel was a representative attending those meetings. We do have a concern because Huey Newsom, the CFO, has left. Drew Vandengrift, who is the budget director, has left. And a couple months ago, Graham Smithcourt, who was the director of financial reporting, has also left. Our concern is, are we going to have the staffing and resources necessary to get the audit completed in time? So what my plan is, at each audit committee meeting going forward, I'll kind of give a quick update of where we are. I know some of the provided by client documentation has slipped behind, but we're trying to get that so it's caught up, and then we'll know more when we meet on Thursday if we're able to get back on track with those documents. But that is so essential for the meeting to get the documentation to the auditors. So I would like to, every committee and audit meeting, give you an update if we're slipping, because we would like to be on top of it rather than too late if we need to act. But like I said, my concern is the amount of people in management and budget and the high leadership is no longer there. So now it's going to fall on Yogi Shu as the Deputy Chief Financial Officer to pull everything together. And that's a lot for one person.
I sort of agree with your concerns. As a matter of fact, Is there somebody from the administration that could comment about where they're at with actually losing all these high-level people in the departments that we're actually auditing? I hope you have a plan.
Darcel Brown from the Wayne County Executive's Office. Myself, along with Eddie, we're actually following up with Marcy. We'll be following up with her today to just provide some updates and make sure that she's on track to meet that deadline. So we'll update you all along the way.
This continues to be an annual thing, but wages and benefits in the county is in most departments are an issue. And I would hope that the administration would heed our message that they need to take a serious look at that.
Definitely, I will pass that along. And I know we're also working with the benefits task force as well to make sure we can see what ideas we can come up with for the future.
Thank you. Ms. Cora?
I also add too, after we have our Thursday meetings with the external auditors, they prepare a written document that provides the minutes from the meeting. And I have started sharing those minutes with Darcel Brown and Eddie Ficori so that they can see some of the areas that may be of concern and they can help in and step in.
Thank you very much. Any comments or questions from Commissioner Dobb?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I am also very concerned about this, hearing that the CFO, our budget director, and then, I'm sorry, Marcy, who else did you mention was?
It was Graham Smithcourt. He was the director of financial reporting. I think he left maybe a month or two ago.
Okay. And our director of financial reporting are all gone now. And we haven't heard from the executive, the administration. What is the plan? What is a real plan on what they're going to do? This is very serious. So just wanted to express my concern on that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Any commissioners like to comment or question? Okay. Can we have a motion to receive and file items 1 and 2?
Move to receive and file items 1 and 2.
Been moved and supported. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? Ayes have it. Next item, Madam Clerk.
F, such other matters as may be properly submitted before the committee.
There are none at this time that I know of. Next item, Madam Clerk.
Public comments.
Is there anybody from the public that'd like to comment? Anybody from the public that'd like to comment? Gracie, would you like to comment? Never mind. Anybody from the public that'd like to comment? Okay, next item, Madam Clerk.
Adjournment.
Can I get a motion? Been moved and supported. All those in favor? All those opposed? Ayes have it.